Hi everyone, we are back. We're with two more new speakers, and I hope you all enjoyed the Gustavo session. But now we have more to look forward to. We have two speakers with us who are our premium case success stories as well, because you got to know a bit about Premium Academy, and we'll be talking more about it in detail in this session and more sessions, so you get to know more about that how it also helps in a way. I'll be moderating this session and with them to dig out all the hacks they decoded to get that international jobs because and how they landed the jobs. Don't worry, I got you all covered. I'm gonna dig out all the secret tactics they actually hacked. So yes, first up we have Fabricio. Fabricio has 18 plus years of experience in software development and telecommunications companies, acting as a software tester, developer, scrum master, team leader, project manager, and general manager. Wow, Fabricio, a lot of titles.
Yeah.
And currently, he's working as a full stack development for a 4 year old for a startup called Roofer from Toronto that is growing fast and hiring.
Yep.
Van had trained him to get acquainted with the Canadian market and hiring processes, allowing him to get hired fast and start a family adventure relocating to Canada. So, welcome, Fabricio, to this session.
Okay. Thank you very much, Isa.
Thank you so much. And the other speaker we have amongst us is Anjali. She's from India and is a full stack developer with 6 years of experience in developing both web and mobile applications. She's currently she's in the process of relocating, but she's also going to tell you all about how VanHack helped her, how it happened, and what things she had to work on, and how she did not give up. So, yes, I welcome you both to the floor. And how are you both guys doing?
Thank you so much,
Anjali.
Isa, for the introduction. I hope all are good, doing well, and yeah.
Awesome, awesome. So before we begin, now I have introduced you guys a bit, and we would like to hear from you as well. First, you, Anjali, tell us a bit about yourself.
First of all, I would like to take this opportunity to thank to everyone. Thanks to Almighty first, then thank to VanHack for giving such a great platform to find job abroad, and thanks to for my family, friends, colleagues, and everyone. And about myself, my Anjali Jacob. I am based in India. I'm a full stack developer working currently in Organimi and working as remotely now. Then have 6 years of experience in developing both mobile and web applications, and have experience in both some back-end, front-end, different technologies. Yeah, I love to do some challenges, learn new technologies, up to date with the latest trends. Yeah, that's about myself.
Oh, that's awesome. Thank you so much. Now you, Fabricio, tell us a bit about yourself.
Yeah, right. Well, you already did an awesome introduction. So, apart from the almost 20 years of experience, I can say that, well, I'm obviously from Brazil. Probably some of you already know me. I was a premium member from VanHack last year. I joined like mid 2020s. And I was hired at the beginning of this year. I began my interviews late last year and was hired in January. So I've been working remotely for the same company since then. And I have relocated to Canada on mid September. So I'm about to complete 2 months in Canada now, and
Hmm.
all thanks to VanHack. So
Awesome. That's really wonderful. So my questions will be all about how your journey from how it started, how what was the processes and how you landed. So I'm gonna give floor each to and everybody to both of you step by step the same questions. First up, you Anjali, tell me when did you decide to get a job abroad and why?
Yeah, like everyone in this event, I also had a dream to settle abroad. So 2 years back, I came to know that Canada is the best option to migrate for a technical person. So I started my PR process in 2019. I completed my IELTS, and because of I had my bachelor's in engineering, so we I didn't get much CRS score to get into the pool, but I created my profile. But last year during the pandemic, there is no immigration happened. And in order to improve my CR score, I need a job. So I was in search for a job abroad, but I don't expect. I don't expect to get a job abroad. This was,
Ah,
yeah,
that
very
that
lucky.
that's so wonderful that you realized that what was lagging in the CRS score, what was required, and how you worked on it. That's really awesome. How about you, Fabricio?
Yeah, like the main reasons for me to decide to look for a job abroad was the wild currency exchange that we had last year, mainly because of COVID. And well, the company I was working for shut down their branch in the city I was working. And I was honestly tired of losing good developers that were working abroad, and I decided to join them. So it was an old dream to have an international career, and finally, like things aligned in a way that there wasn't any blockers, no family issues that would prevent me from getting like going ahead with this plan. So I started like a 2 years plan for me, and started with VanHack, and it actually executed in less than 6 months. So it was awesome to see that happening. Yep.
That's in 6 months, you say.
Yeah, I joined the Premium Academy for the 6 month, and so I did some like online classes and mock interviews and so on. So about 3 or 4 months, I felt I was ready to start applying, and that was really like a fast process because I was shortlisted, and like in less than 2 months, I was in the final round for three different positions. So that was really awesome.
That's
And
awesome.
both of us are in the same sessions during the Premium Academy.
Oh, that's wonderful. You were from like same batchmates, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, so that's really awesome that
Yeah.
you were batchmates in Premium Academy and both of you got the job. That's really wonderful. So now that we know that that's how you decided because of the pandemic, because of all the restrictions and all how you wanted to, stay afloat, not, dive down. So now tell me how the most important thing, how did your story with VanHack start? How did you get to know about VanHack first?
Yeah, I can say one day in the LinkedIn, I got a message from Luis, one of the talent specialists in VanHack. He messaged me like there is VanHack platform to sponsor visa jobs in abroad in many countries, and do you want to try that? Yes, I replied at the same time. Yeah, I want to try that because I was searching for the job in many platforms like Zip, Recruiter, Indeed, LinkedIn, and such things. So I replied him, and the very next day I created my profile, yeah, added my English verification. Yeah, I was so excited, and also I connected many success case stories in from India through Slack, and was checking whether this is genuine or not. And they said, yeah, this is really awesome. You can try that. So that's the start of my journey.
That's how you got to know about VanHack.
Yeah,
Nice.
yeah.
What about you, Fabrizio?
I get to know VanHack through some of my team members, some employees. Like I've written some recommendation letters for some of them when they started joining. And well, I had some friends that was also hired through VanHack, so I knew that was like for real. And well, then I just joined the Premium Academy mostly to practice English, to be honest, at the beginning. But then, well, we learn how to build confidence and actually apply for jobs, and well, it all worked out.
Awesome. That's really nice to know that that's how you got to know about VanHack. And then so this is really wonderful that you were connected to it somehow. Like all the people today who are getting to know about VanHack and how it's helping everybody across. So how did VanHack help you on your journey? Now we know you got connected. Now the journey. How did it help you?
Yeah, my journey starts in December last 2020, and when I created my profile, I came to I know that Premium Academies very well help you to prepare for grammar, technical things. So I joined the Premium Academy for 3 months. I couldn't attend the regular sessions every day because of my working hours are the same. So I did attended some sessions, and that was really helpful. And Yeah, first of all, they VanHack had a screening test for the technical thing. They screened my technical skills. Then had mock interviews. I think I have attended 4 mock interviews in this 10 months. So it was really helpful. They make me correcting all the negative things which I am telling during the interviews. So it was really helpful at that. Yeah.
Nice. That's really wonderful. What about you, Fabrizio?
I think the most helpful thing is how we know what to expect in each hiring process step. You know, this is usually a long process. It can take like 30 to 60 days, depending on the company. And like knowing how to apply and how to better present myself in interviews, mostly the English practice. This is something awesome. And uh, also not to waste too much time in openings that are no longer available. You know, in previous experience that I had to before VanHack, I found myself applying for positions that wasn't really available anymore, so just wasting my time. And or with companies that was not really willing to sponsor for a visa and stuff like that. Also, the mock interviews, they're awesome to build confidence, to get you ready to really knock it off, you know. And well, adapt your profile and resume to the positions that I was actually looking for. For me, it was kind of a difficulty because I was and to be honest, since I had these 20 years of experience and various experience, like most positions that I had, especially in VanHack, I could be a fit for most of them, you know. So I had to narrow down to some that
Yeah.
was really willing
Funnel
to,
down. Yes.
because I
Right.
couldn't really fit my resume for all of them, you know. And so I had to pick some, and then I learned how to make me in a position that I could be the top of the pile when I was
And that's where
uh,
VanHack Academy helped you, right?
yeah, yeah, for sure.
To help you figure out the niche.
Yeah,
Correct.
how it works, like how you run the numbers to make the see who are the best matches for that position. So
Mhm.
once you get to know how it works, then you know how to present better. And for me, it was all a matter of being shortlisted and get an opportunity for an interview. Because then from that point on, I know it's on me, you know. But I have
Yeah.
to know how it works to and Premium Academy present me some shortcuts. Nothing that I couldn't. As a free member, I probably could make the same path, but it was actually faster for me after I joined the Premium Academy because that preparation was really
Helpful.
fantastic. Yeah.
Perfect. So, how many positions did you apply for before getting hired, Anjali?
It's about 486. Yeah,
Let's
Ilya told me that I
listen to
applied.
this. Everybody, you need to listen to this. 486.
Yeah, that means you have that much of choices.
That
Don't,
means
yeah,
you should never give up, and
yeah.
that is awesome, Anjali. That even after four, you were like, imagine 485, you would have stopped. Like, no, I'm not. But you got it at 486. That's
But
super
I didn't
awesome.
count that. I every day I will apply at least one job because something will match my profile. So I will apply that. And last day when I got the offer, Ilya said me that you applied for it. Then I wondered. Yeah,
That is really awesome. That how you did not give up, how you did not stop believing in yourself, and how you made sure that you keep working on the
yeah.
skills, the things that lagging behind, that you need to work more on it. That's really
Yeah,
wonderful.
yeah. When first of all, when I created my profile, I did one code challenge at the first weekend, and I tried the JavaScript one, but it was very difficult. Tried for in the late night also, but it was only 8% score for JavaScript code challenge. But and I was so depressed because I could not make it happen. When then the very next week I tried the React one and I got 99%. Then I got some power. Yeah, I can do this. Yeah, then I did
Nice.
all the challenges every week. Yeah,
Yes, we can see the dedication and like there's like comments in the chat happening, persistence, perseverance. It's that dedication. Yeah, that's awesome.
yeah.
What about you, Fabricio?
I'm kind of embarrassed now because I'm sitting in the other end. Yeah, when I joined, I did apply for some I don't know 10 to 20 openings. Then I realized that that wasn't really like making that much of a difference because I was just applying and like waiting, sitting and waiting, and that's not how it works. To if you want to really go forward with it, you know. And then after I did my homework with the Premium Academy, then I learned how it works, and then I only applied like for I don't know 5 or 10, and
Awesome.
ended up in the final round for three of them. You know, so then I didn't really had that much time to invest in interviews because I was working in a different company, and like I needed to make it not waste my time in things that wouldn't go forward, you know. So I pinpointed some that was really interesting to me.
Yes.
So that was in the right area that where I was looking for a company that I was actually interested about their products, and with the stack that I'm comfortable working with, you
Mm,
know. And then when I knew I was a perfect match for that opening, then I go straight for the talent manager in VanHack and introduce myself and make sure that I was being heard. And then would be able to put me on top of the pile when it was shortlisted, and then
yes.
go how it worked out. Yeah.
That's awesome because you got to know about your the things that or your niche that you excel at, and you started working more on it. See, everybody has a different story. You all candidates and attendees who are joining us here, you all need to understand. Everybody has a different story. Everybody has a different pathway. So if but the main thing that matters is how consistent you are, how much dedicated you show your dedication in making sure it works. So somebody takes more time, somebody takes less time, but at the end of the day, it's all on you to how to not give up. So yes, moving on to the next question. So we want to know first, how was your selection process? Like you have applied, you've told about how many jobs you applied, but when it comes to a Van Hack Premium Academy, how was your selection process, and what was the most challenging part of your selection process?
Yeah,
Anjali.
for the premium academy, I opted for only 3 months in the first when I joined the VanHack, and later I updated my profile that I added the keywords that is in the job description I am applying for. So I am just updating every day my profile, and also I personally I am doing something some personal projects. I created some Android applications myself to showcase our talents with the hiring companies. So we need to showcase more thing with that we are learning new things. We are up to date. We are in mm, learning stage also. So they will get to know that they will learn new things while when they join the company. So we can showcase that too, and also when I updated the profile, which is really matches the job description, I am getting so many interview calls, shortlisting, getting in front of the queue, and I got 20 plus interviews, I think. Yeah, and one day I messaged Ilya, I am getting keep exploring Anjali every day. I want to give up, and he is like just like yeah supporting me, and everyone in the van hack Marina, everyone helped me. Every time, every day I will message Marina, this is going to happen, this is what really happened in the interview. So it's just a learning thing how I can improve during the interviews, what all mistakes I made during the interviews. So it was just a learning, practicing everything, coding, and yeah.
Perfect. What about you, Fabricio? How was your selection process, including how was the code test, HR interview, tech interview, and how what was the most challenging part about this? Tell us a gist of everything.
Yeah, I think the most challenging part is still the first steps when you still have to, as we mentioned before, fit your profile and resume to the positions that you're applying. Especially if you're applying for like different positions, that can be tricky. The three final rounds that I mentioned that I went to, like was for Python, the other was for Node.js, and the other was for PHP, Laravel, and React. So it's kind of weird to make it fit for different job openings. So if you can narrow down to like really what you are really interested in, then it's easier probably to like excel in that process. To be honest, the most challenging part for me was when I like the company that I was working for during COVID shut their doors. I had an opening for like keeping the managerial positions and like I was used to like for the past 10 years. But I made a decision that I wanted to have that international career. So I refused and I dismissed that job opening that I had as a manager and went to a technical position so I could get into the code again and actually have some proof of experience for applying for positions abroad later on. So that was like a commitment that I had to do, like 2 steps back in my career and even half a salary as I was making before as a manager to be a good fit for a position abroad. That was really the most challenging part for me. So accept that I had to take those steps back to be able to do it. And now I'm earning like 5 times what I was earning as manager before. So that was totally worth it. And for me, that was the most challenging part.
Yeah, that's what I think that's one of the main motive to also to grab the opportunities abroad to of course the earnings and more more opportunity better opportunities. So
Yep.
yes, we and totally understand that. So now we want to know about a bit about your remote and relocation processes and why first of all why did you decide to move to Canada? Starting with Fabricio, you tell.
Well, I do have some friends living nearby, and since the company I'm working for, I'm still working remotely. They are Toronto based, but since COVID, there is not even an office to go.
Yes, there's no offices over here. Right now, everybody's working from home.
So I got to choose any city I wanted to live. So that was awesome because then we chose a city where we already had some friends as a support system for us during relocation. And I also had the opportunity to, for my son to go to the same school of some friends that got relocated here before. So they are like classmates again. So that was really easy on this adapting process. So we also like, that was all in the back and like the background for me to take this decision was all for my son. So to have this opportunity for him to like have better options in the future that I had when I had to choose my career path.
Perfect. That yeah, especially we look at the longer life plans and everything in context with the family and all. So yeah, that's it. What about you, Anjali? Why did you decide to move to Canada?
Yeah, actually, my fiance is working there in Toronto, so I
Oh,
was planning to select the Canada as the first option. Then, yeah, I got the same company in Toronto itself, so just
with
close to his.
his fiance?
Yeah,
Awesome.
no, no,
That's
not the same company. It's the same location.
oh okay. Look,
That's
look,
really
it's still near
Yeah,
matters.
yeah, yes.
Matters.
nice.
That okay, that's really exactly. We all everybody has made we look at family, we look at all our future perspectives, more earnings. So yeah, these are one of the few reasons that we are. That's really wonderful. So how about Fabricio, because right now Anjali is still in process of her relocation and visa processes. Fabricio, how was your visa and relocation process? Could you tell us if your family and all got the visa as well? Everything.
Yeah, sure. So me and my wife are, sorry, my wife and me are here in a work visa,
Hello.
He's stuck.
and
Yeah.
my son is here in
We're losing you, Fabricio.
can you hear us?
Yeah, yeah, you just got stuck.
Can you hear me? Sorry. Is it working now? Can you
Yeah,
guys hear me?
it's working now. Yes. No.
Well, it's still choppy. Okay, maybe move to Angeli. Or
Yeah, I can say that.
Yeah, his internet is
I've
showing.
just changed to low definition. Is it better now? better now?
No, he could be in the basement, surgery. He's just a Canadian internet. No, it's not Canadian internet. It could be in basement, or he could be somewhere else. Fabricia, can you move? Can you
But
change it to low definition? There's HD, as you
yeah,
can see.
I've
Yes,
already changed. Is it better now?
yes,
Yeah.
it's better. It's better.
Okay, sorry for that.
No, no, it's okay.
Uh, well, I was saying that, well, I had some support from Karen, Melissa, Asia, from the VanHack Integration Consulting.
Yes,
So that was really easy on us. It took us like 6 months because of COVID to go through all the process, because the biometrics were rescheduled like 3 times in Brazil, and there are not that many options. So I had to travel to do that, but it worked. And it's not as complicated as I was anticipating. Like mostly, most papers were prepared over the weekend, so not really that much time intensive, even though it's a lot of forms to fill in. But after, like, most concerns were after moving, so house, bank, phone, furniture, driver's license, health insurance, family doctor, and everything that we need to worry for the Canadian package. So this is more troublesome and time consuming than even the relocation itself.
yes. The papers, the documents, they never end. Yeah, that I know. Like that, they never end. So yeah, no, but we're glad that it could happen. What about you, Anjali? How has your experience been working remotely?
Yeah, I joined this Monday, so it's been 1 week. I'm working remotely. It's in the late night in India, so I really enjoyed that. Yeah, yeah, the company is, everyone is very supportive, the teammates. And about the relocation, I started
Yes,
my visa process. I talked with the immigration team in VanHack. They are very supportive, and also I need
yes.
to get the LMEA from the company to get the application process, start the process. So I done the medical exam, all done the documents preparations. Yeah, I
So
hope I
everything's done
can.
from your side.
Yeah, yes, I hope I can move next year.
Perfect. You will. You will. So I think it's the processes that in currently you're in justice in. Okay, perfect. So Fabricia, how is life now? Your family enjoy living in Canada, and how about you? Like because it's like you just moved from Brazil. So how's it? How's it for your family?
Yeah, like I said before, like most times are like we were able to rent a house before we even got here, so that was easier for us. We just like applied online and made some interviews with the landlord, and we were selected to rent a house. That was much easier for me. And like my son is already like almost a Canadian, so he is already really fit in real quick, and like in school, like in second day in school, he was already being called to the board and like show his math to his classmates, and he loved the experience. So he's already well fit. And
They're fitting in now. They're enjoying being here.
yeah, yeah, for sure. And his English wasn't really that good when we came here, and we knew that it would be like a fast experience for him to get to know and get used to it. But still, it's always amazing to see how kids adapt easily, right? And for my wife, she's like applying for some jobs now. We are still getting ready, all the paperwork, But for now, we just came from a dealer to actually have a car now, and we are still like getting the furniture for the house and everything. So um, it's not even 2 months yet that we are here. So we're
Oh,
probably
it's
looking.
only been 2 months that you moved.
Yeah, we moved like late September, so we're completing 2 months on Monday. So uh, still like in the process, but
Yeah, no,
working
no, that
through.
yeah, yeah, I know because been there, done that, been through,
Yeah,
getting up the things set up and all
yeah.
that furniture. Yeah, that takes time.
Yeah.
But
We
yeah,
we just got our G full driver's license, so now we are actually able to.
you got G full?
Yeah, finally.
Perfect, perfect. What
Yeah.
about you, Anjali? When are you looking forward, like, when you move over here? Which city specifically?
in Kingston.
In Kingston, and your fiance is there too.
Yeah.
Perfect. So you might or might not be coming across this furniture setting and all that. So your fiance might have, yeah, that, that's something that's glad.
Yeah.
You only need to focus on the work. That's
Yeah.
it.
Yes.
So yes. So now I want to know about the Premium Academy specifically from both of you, because we have 15 minutes. Um, what made you because what made you join our Premium Academy? What did you see in it that you wanted to join it and sign up for it? Anjali.
Yeah, first of all, think and attending interviews in another country is very challenging for me because it's really different in India. So I want to know more about how the process, how the technical interviews, behavioral interviews. That's a new one for me. So I want to explore more on that. And also my English was, that I'm it's advanced only, so I need to prepare for the grammar also. So I took that option, and because of the time I chose opted for 3 months only, but it was really helpful. But and also I attended the open class experience classes in weekly, and that is really wonderful. I want to tell you one thing. One day I had an interview with a person, and he gave me a coding challenge, and live coding, and the very next day I attended the open class with Gustavo, and he explained the same solution, and I was so excited. Yeah, it's the same thing, same question. If I am getting the interview the next day, I will rock on rock it on that. Yeah, that's really amazing. Yeah, you guys have made us really helpful. Yeah.
Gustavo and all the instructors, the interview advisors, all of the van hacking make sure that whether they're immigration consult, everybody makes sure that whatever problem you come across, they're there. Yeah, that's how awesome
Yes.
van hacking is. So yes. So what about you, Fabricio? Why did you choose Premium Academy?
Yeah, mostly for English. I've mentioned that like various times already, but I can really emphasize enough because I've been studying English for over 20 years, but it's nothing compares to really being immersive in an environment that you really have to express yourself in English, and you don't have the like a fallback for your native language, like usually you do in English. Like regular courses. So like being in an environment that you can have, I don't know if it's the same, but when I did, like we had 4 times a week a 90 minutes session, and that was like for the price I was actually paying for Premium Academy. Just for English classes I would probably like spend much more. And uh, we are using English to something that is really applicable for a near future. So preparing for interviews and having tech challenges that was really worth for us to getting ready for what we're about to do. So that was really like awesome. And also being in an environment that is multicultural by nature. So like get used to different accents, like people that are from Brazil, from Africa, from Asia, from Europe, like having these different accents, and you get used to that, mainly because in Canada it's really common to have like teammates that are like all across scattered through the globe. So that really prepared me because in my team I have people from Korea, Mexico, India, and really it's really good that
Diverse.
I had this preparation.
Yeah,
So
diversity there is there.
yeah,
Perfect.
yeah,
That's really wonderful, because that's what the main focus of Premium Academy is, and Camila is heading it, and they all are like making sure, their whole team, everybody, Marina, everybody, make sure that the problems you come across, they are handled instantly. So yeah, that's something, and we're glad. And it's best to invest in yourself, like the thing that you just said, that the investing, the thing, that the sum you were paying, it helped you
yeah,
more. So it's
yeah,
better to invest in yourself somehow to
yeah,
get better at things.
Yeah,
So,
and even for a challenge, if you allow me, is like when we get ready for challenging, like technical challenges interviews, like before joining VanHack, I thought that would be just like a homework to do or something to do online while people are watching, and that's not it. Like I learned in Premium Academy that like solving a challenge is a side effect of teamwork with the interviewer and not just a result of you being awesome in what you do. You know,
mm,
it's like challenge in technical challenge is like you really communicating with the
mm,
interviewer and grouping in, and he's testing if you can work as a team member for him and not just like know if you know how to solve the problem, you know. So that's the most important thing, and I had a wonderful time doing the technical challenges because when I learned that, and I learned that I should be asking questions and not just answering them. That's a whole new deal, you
that's
know,
how, yeah.
and it works perfectly.
See, that's wonderful, even regardless of the how much plenty of experience you have, how many years you worked everywhere. Still, you opted for to, work more on your skills, to upskill yourself. So that's something that everybody needs to understand, that world is changing and you should never stop working on
Yeah,
yourself, no matter
yeah,
how many work years of experience you have. So
right.
that's really awesome.
Yeah, yeah,
So
and the Premier Academy it gives you the opportunity to have those, like when we are go to the breakout rooms, we have the opportunity to work with others, like trying to solve the same problem, and that's something that really like get you ready not just for interviews but actually for remote working, and that's like applicable everywhere, you know.
yes, that's one. Also, okay, now moving on to the next question. Which of the premium services that you enjoyed the most? Anjali, you tell.
I think
Which
the
of the
grammar
services?
thing, we have divided the session into different groups and practicing, keep working on the fill in the blanks and all. Yeah, the grammar session was really helpful. Yeah.
The grammar helped you. Perfect, perfect. What about you, Fabricio?
For me, for was the technical. Like I've always had lots of fun, like having a different challenge every day that we joined, and seeing the same people that we were already getting acquainted to, and trying to solve a different thing. And like when we know that people that are joining the Premium Academy, like, to the point that we know what are their like highs and lows in technical, then when we group and we see that we can have different results and depending on how we are grouped together, and that was really like something that kept me going. I always like enjoy when I have like people that I'm getting to know, and like having a group of people that have the same goal working together is always something that moves me forward too. So that's why
Perfect.
I've been there.
Perfect. Last question before we move on to the question answer session, because we audience is very excited to ask you guys so many questions, because they're getting all the inspiration from you all, because they can relate to all of this. So my last question before that, moving on to that, is what tips would you give to van hackers looking to hire abroad? The secret tips, the main tips. Anjali.
Yeah, first is the don't give up. If you fail something, you can make that happen. If we work hard, we will get a result at any time. We will get definitely get the result. That's the main thing I want to say. And keep updating the profile, update your skills, learning new technologies. Yeah, then keep connecting with the different people in the Slack. I got to know that I when I joined the One Hike, I came to know that there are different competitors for me because Java. My profile is JavaScript, and there are a lot of people applying for the same job. So the competition is more, and we came to know that the market is, yeah, the market is very in demand for those technical people. So keep update the profile, showcase your profile in front of the queue, and that's what I want to say. Keep update, keep learning. If you're a programmer, you will definitely have a passion to code, write some code. So write some code in Git or some update the LinkedIn profiles. Yeah, that's what I want to say.
Stay consistent no matter
Yes,
what. Just
yes,
make sure you don't give. What
yes,
about you,
yeah.
Fabricio? Yeah.
Yeah, I want to tell one more thing.
Yes,
I Yeah, I want for example, I applied for a job for a JavaScript role, but they mentioned that Golang language is required. That's nice to have skill, but I applied for that job. I got the interview call, and I had some researches for that specific language. I don't have any prior experience in that. That's the first time I heard about language, and I tried searched the YouTube. I tried some sample and uploaded in my Git repository, and I asked the interviewer that is it necessary, and I already learned something about that language because it's a new one. He said if you can learn, it's a great opportunity here, so don't uh, miss that opportunity to apply for a job. If you don't know one specific skill, that's okay. If you are if you can learn, do apply for that job. Yeah.
perfect, perfect. Yeah, this is really wonderful. What about you, Fabricio? Make some tips.
Oh yeah, I'll try to summarize because I could honestly go all day talking about this. And like, first of all, practice your introduction to build up your confidence right at the beginning of the interview. Like when you know that you aced that introduction, then everything is easier from that moment on. Ace your star method for interviews, so know how to make like summarize your answers to make it fit in a 2 minute answer tops. Use the situation, task, action, and results to make those answers. Show that you're interested. It's not that just you being interviewed, you're also interviewing them. So do prepare some questions for the interviewer, like what are the biggest challenges, what's the future of the company, what's the size of the company, the team, how the backlogs prioritize, and all, like stuff like that. uh, Build your resume with results, not only like tasks that you did in the past, but show that you actually make a difference to the company that you work for. Whenever possible, send a thank you note after the interviews, like address any gaps or misunderstandings that you may feel that will happen during the interview, so that's not an issue. After, show that you're interested when you do your homework and present later on something that you couldn't really answer the way you were supposed to during the interview. Beats the imposter syndrome, and like this is like a tricky one. Believe in yourself. You probably like learned a lot of new languages to like solve some problem in your company before, and you probably will be able to do that again. So show during the interview that you are able to learn something during the interview, especially when you're like technical challenges. When you ask the interviewer what would be like different ways to do stuff, then know that you can take a tip from him and actually build on it, and they love to like when I interview people, I like to understand that the people is able to hear and act on it, so be a good
Awesome.
listener.
Yes, this is basically this is what's needed also that from
Yeah,
everybody.
yeah. The interviewer needs to know that you enjoy. He will enjoy working with you during the challenge. So
Yes.
that's why you need to talk and you need to think out loud while you're trying to solve. Like most hiring managers are not looking for like a star hero. They're looking for a good team member. So show
Awesome.
you can be that.
Yes. No,
Also
thank
be
you so
honest,
yes.
and yeah, be honest when what you will tell to the interviewer, and also don't give any negative feedbacks about the previous company or previous managers. Yeah,
Yes,
yes, that's the
very,
main
very.
thing.
That's what also even yesterday because we had this interview sessions, we had this with the interview squad, told them all the things that they need to know. So yes, it's very important that you don't show any negativity that you if you're telling something against them, you can totally tell about the new company as well. So that jeopardize actually whole process. So moving on to the question and answer session. Because everybody is really inspired by your stories, guys. You're giving, you're raising their hopes and making sure that they don't give up. So moving on to the questions. What would be the single most important advice you would give regarding the interviews, Anjali and Fabricio? Single most.
For me, it was like it's like a casual interview. and be honest. I think I want to say the same thing. Be honest in what you are saying for the during the interview, and be prepared. Do some researches about the skills, about the company. Yeah, that's the main thing. They will definitely ask why would you like to join the company, so you do some researches and create a match between with the job and your profile while saying in the during the interview. Yeah.
Okay, if to single most, if I can like pick only one, I would say if you know you're a perfect match for that position you're applying for, reach out to the talent manager, VanHack. The person that posted that job on Slack channel, you need to book a time with him and like let him know that you are the perfect match for that position, and make sure that he knows you. And if he, after this like brief talk, he is convinced that you are a perfect match too, then you probably like, is in a better position that if you had just like applied and sit and wait. You know, do reach out for the talent manager if you know you're a good candidate. That's the single most best advice I can make.
Perfect. Thank you so much. Moving on to the next question. What was your preparation for the interview, technical interview, as in the resources used for the preparation?
Yeah, for me, I didn't by hearted the technical things about my skills, but we be prepared about telling our experiences. They will definitely ask about from the our work experience. Did you do like that? What did you do when you get such a question, such a problem like that? You they will ask questions like that. So be prepared, be by just research the experiences, that just note down which all projects you have worked on, which all technical skills have you worked on, and show some examples and show some solutions for that. Yeah, that's the preparation for the technical interview. And also I would say there are some online courses available in the VanHack site also. I completed all the online courses, and it's really very very helpful for that, so you do that also. Yeah.
Yeah. Uh, well, from my side, look, I may be repetitive here, but like it's not just you solving the challenge. You have to do it with the interviewer or someone else. So get some like buddies to really like go to Code Signal, Hacker Rank, whatever. Schedule some time with some folks that you know that are doing the same thing, and try to tackle the issue, discussing, thinking out loud what would be a solution with the other person. You know, practice thinking out loud while you're trying to solve a technical challenge. That's the main thing, because that's what you're going to do when you're interviewing. And Premium Academy does have these opportunities for you to do it more than like twice a week at least, you know. So
Yes.
make that practice.
Perfect. Also, everybody, you need to know that there's a Black Friday deal happening for Premium Academy. So if you're keeping an eye on all the Black Friday deals, so make sure you keep an eye on this as well if you wanna, cash it out. So yes. Okay. What was your biggest fear in the process? Patricia is asking. Anjali.
Yeah, they're all about the culture things, and the culture about from in my country and the Canada is very different. The interviews are very different. So that's was big challenge for me. How they will uh, take it my words. How will they take my words? Yeah, that was the biggest fear in this process. But everything was due to the help of the VanHack recruiters, my technical behavioral things were very smooth. Yeah.
Perfect. What
Yeah.
about you, Fabricio?
For me, was the imposter syndrome that we mentioned before. Like, really believe that I'm really able to do that, because since I've touched different stacks and languages, even though I have a lot of experience, I haven't really dig deep on any of those stacks. So I was afraid that I could be caught like in some sort of trap when I was being challenged during an interview, that I'm not that like not worthy for that position. But like this is like to build this confidence that you are able to learn and still act quick on what you need as a challenge. As an engineer, I learned to do that. Like if I have a problem, I'll do my research and like answer it. So that's why I mentioned before that if during the interview you're not able to answer something, make sure you do your research afterwards and like send a thank you note with that answer that you should have provided during the interview. So know that you are able. If you don't have like the ability to do it up front, then do it afterwards, but show that you are able to do it.
Perfect. That's wonderful. I think we have had the last question now. Um, can you share some insights on the behavioral round and are they applicable to the technical side?
Yeah,
Abhishek.
for me, the behavioral round was like chatting with the team, and it's actually just like I want to know the how the work environment is, how we are actually doing in the current company, and how their need in their company. So it's came to know how the culture is going to fit in for that company. Yeah, that's the main thing. For it is applicable to the technical side means, yeah, sometimes for the some interviewers they are uh, ask me about the managerial thing and all. So how will you tackle the some solution with the manager, something like that. But yeah, that's
Perfect. Fabricio, let's wrap it up.
Um, yeah. Well, in behavior interviews, they're actually testing for a cultural fit, right? So the best answer would be like be yourself, because if you're just like pretending to be someone else, you might find yourself in a company that you shouldn't be working for in the future. So of course, there are a lot of no-nos in these kind of interviews. Like you shouldn't be bitching about your last position or your previous, like Angelia already mentioned, saying that you just want to go to Canada and you're using that company as like a way to do it. No, of course, but still do whatever you feel would be natural for you to do. As if you are already working for that company, because if it happens that you are not a fit, like in culturally speaking, then maybe it's not for you. So there will be other openings. So don't feel bad about it.
Perfect, perfect. Thank you so much, everybody, for your questions. I hope you got all your, cup of, full of inspiration got, done. And but most importantly, thank you so much, Anjali and Fabricio, for joining us today, and also for, telling your story, your journey, your Van Hack story, and how you landed your dream job. So thank you so much. It was a
yeah.
delight
Thank
to
you so
have you.
much. Yes.
Everybody, we're meeting you again in 10 minutes for the next session. So see you all.
All right. Thank you. Bye bye.